So, good day everyone. My name is Marlem Kapay presenting the information design. Then, information design, by and large, the primary goal in information design is clarity of communication. Information design is the practice of representing information in a way that makes it most accessible and easily understood by users. Information design is targeted to specific audiences in specific situations to meet defined objectives. So, from the context itself, the process of presenting information in a way that promotes an efficient interpretation of materials is known as the information design. And the phrase was evolved to refer a subset of graphic design that focuses on showing information effectively rather than merely beautifully or artistically. The process of displaying information in a way that makes it most accessible and readily understood by people is known as information design. To fulfill set of objectives, information design is tailored to specific audiences in certain scenarios. So, information design helps people make sense of data. Data describes figures and facts. It may consist of one entry or a collection of different values. Knowing the fact that when we say data, it can be described as a raw, unorganized facts which needs to process. Information describes values and context together, resulting in something meaningful. And knowing itself that information can be described as well that it is the collection of data processed, organized, structured, or presented in a meaningful context. Next is understanding the duality of information design. So, on this part, understanding the duality of information design that was presented by an American usability writer and consultant, Janice C. Reddish. According to Reddish, information design involves the document and the way the information is presented on the page or screen, layout, typography, color, and so forth. These two simply states that in creating an information design, you must learn to consider these two things. Because, like for what I said earlier about the data and information, we know the fact that data is raw unorganized collection of facts, while the information is the collection of organized and structured data. We also learn to consider, like for doing an information design, we must consider the design itself a simple type of design that the viewers of that certain information design will understand what it tries to tell. Then next, the Society for Experiential Graphic Design definition of information is information design is the practice of presenting information in a way that makes it most accessible and easily understood by users. Information design is targeted to specific audiences in specific situations to meet defined objectives. In its most sophisticated forms, it helps users understand complex data by organizing and simplifying data and information in ways they can quickly grasp. So, for this part, the society which mainly states already same as what I've explained earlier also, that one of the main goals of an information design is to give clarity to what it involves for the viewers of it. Like for an example, designing an infographics in which it gives instructions and information for the person who will look for it, and also to make it more elegant, clearly to understand the information you want to imply there. You must use proper icons, like for using shapes also, that which makes the audiences or the viewers of that certain infographic be attracted into it. Then, information is a multidisciplinary practice. So, information design is multidisciplinary practice, and we know the fact that when we say multidisciplinary, it talks about combining or involving several academic disciplines or professional specializations in an approach to a topic related to the information design. You will not get data if you assure that the data you will get is not applicable for what you really need. In short, you will apply some academic disciplines for whatever you get, like for a data, and turn the data you gather into an information, and becomes an information design with corresponding use of terminologies, icons, and etc. Then, what is effective information design? According to author Ronnie Lipton, who writes the Practical Guide to Information Design, that effective information has the following. The first one here is it helps navigate and understand the increasingly complex world of fact, figures, directions, and demands, in which we can give an example of this. A good example for these are road signage. If you see a road signage of zigzag, it means that the road you were heading to is a zigzag road. If ever you see some signage like that, then you will easily understand that even if it doesn't have words on it, you will easily understand what it is trying to imply to you. Then, next is, it helps users finish a task, solve a problem, or meet a need. Then, we can conclude that for example on a road again, an enforcer asks you to stop because you're speeding. The school zone is 30 kilometers per hour, in which you can see that some pedestrian lanes in school zones, there are road signage that 20 kilometers per hour is required on that area for the safety of the students who crosses the lanes. Then, the third one is it minimizes or eliminates frustrations. Like, for example, the infographics. Learning what to use and not to use icons for your infographics helps a lot for those who will read your work. And it lessens the confusion also if how will they interpret your infographic design. And last is, it begins and ends with understanding the people who will use the content and making sure that the content and its presentation and delivery serve them. In short, your information design must consider that your readers or person who will be benefited with will easily recognize or understand easily what you're trying to imply to what you work with. Then, the other part of this information design topic will be discussed by Sir Andrew Carpisa. Thank you.